everybody, I'm Kat Ram. Welcome to this channel. There are over 200 classes to explore in playlists and I've included the link to that below. And welcome to today's practice. As you can see, we are going to be using a wall today, so you can already put your mat so that it's perpendicular to the wall and just have a strap handy for the first few poses. And let's come and meet in Vajrasana, kneeling pose on our mats. Alright, beginning turning our palms open so that in this gesture we also make ourselves open to more than the boundaries of this external world and the boundaries of our skin flesh and the boundaries that we set ourselves. Closing the eyes and holding this idea of openness, of porousness in our hearts as we begin to notice our breath. Letting it become smooth and rich and deep. Everything opening up to the invisible, to that which we cannot see. And now keeping the spine nice and tall and lengthening, lifting the hands and pressing the palms together in front of the chest. And setting an intention now at the beginning of our practice, a seed, planting that seed. Could be any intention that comes to mind, something we're working on, something we aspire to be more of, something we want to let go of. And now chanting together an Om. Inhale. Releasing and opening the eyes. Yoga Mudrasana in Vajrasana, so just widening our knees apart a little bit. If you like to have a block for the forehead, you can place it right there in the middle. And coming forward, pulling our front ribs up so we get length. Stretching the arms, having just the fingertips on the floor, palms lifting, arms vibrant, and slowly lowering the head down. Soft, smooth inhalations and exhalations. Feeling our lengtheningness. Feeling our broadness. And being also in a state of willingness to engage, to activize, to observe. And then walking the hands back towards us and just being in Mudrasana. I'm going to move a little bit away from the wall here. Bring the hands behind, interlock the fingers, the tips of the thumbs touching and the palms of the hands separated, so don't press the palms together, have that width there. Move the upper outer arms back and see how that beautifully clears the shoulder energy. Feel the sternum chest lifting, imagine a mirror inside, and that with each breath and with each liftingness, we're dusting off that mirror so that it really shines brightly. And now changing the interlock of the fingers behind the back, pressing the tips of the thumbs together, separating the palms apart. moving the upper outer arms back and re-lifting the lungs, the ribs, and the mirror of the sternum plate, shining and sparkling up to the sky. And then releasing the hands and being in Mudrasana. Alright, moving a little bit away from the wall if you were too close, so that your hand can touch the wall but it's not jammed in. Otherwise it's harder to twist. We're going to come to some Bharadvajasanas in Mudrasana. Ardha Uttanasana first, getting that lift, that upwardness, and then exhale and turning Bharadvajasana. Now turn our heads to look forward, away from the twist. Move the front shoulders back so that more and more the sternum plate has space to lift, to sparkle. And now for the next 3 exhales, twisting from the belly button. And now turn the head with the twist. And 2, and 1. Coming back to the middle. Ardha Uttanasana, lifting up, really extending. And exhaling, turning and twisting to the left. Press this hand against the thigh. Now turn the head to the front, out of the twistingness. Lengthen the collarbones. Think of the sparkling mirror of the sternum plate, not obstructing that, so that it can move up towards the blue sky, towards the sunlight, as we twist with the exhale from the navel. And again. And now turn the head to the back, and 2, and 1. Coming back to the middle, and ready for Adho Mukha, downward dog, spreading the palms, spreading the fingers, inner elbows facing forward. Our first full body stretch, turning the toes under and walking the feet back so that the backs of the heels are pressing against the wall. Charge the arms and charge the legs. Push the heels back against the wall firmly. Push the front thighs back firmly. And now walking forward, feet to the width of the mat. Fingertips by the side of the feet. Spread your toes if needed with your hands. Press the heels down firmly and grip the front thighs up. Looking up, leading with the sternum plate. And then exhaling forward, Uttanasana. As the elbows bend, make sure to broaden them away from each other and let the neck and the head hang completely. Keep searching for that liftingness in the legs. Don't push the knees back. Grip the knees up. Grip the thighs up. Grip the femur bones in. And then releasing the hands and slowly coming back up. And let's come and lie down for Supta Padangusthasana, using the wall for our feet, making sure we have our strap with a loop in the strap, about this wide, but it will, of course, depend on your legs and hips. So lying down and finding Supta Tadasana first. And we awaken to the presence of the back body, the sensations of the back body on the earth. How is the weight distributed? How is the sensation distributed? Could we even it out? Remembering that the back body always relates through the body to the front body. Breathing here, feeling. And now bending the right knee towards us, finding Ekapada Supta Pavanamuktasana, but putting the strap on the arch of the foot. So we're holding now the sides of the loop with our hands, drawing that leg closer. Keep the left foot firm against the wall. And now releasing the Ika, make the thigh perpendicular to the ground. And then keeping the thigh as it is, straighten the leg. Moving the calf towards the heel. Keep rolling the left thigh on the ground in slightly so that the kneecap is meticulously facing the sky. Grip the legs, feel the femurs coming in, and now pull with the hands to open the sternum plate to the sky. Each breath, a cleansing breath here, so that the mirror of the sternum plate is shining, is sparkling. And then bending the knee, coming back to Ekapada Supta Pavanamuktasana. And releasing Supta Tadasana. Changing sides. Left knee bending and drawing that leg closer, keeping the right leg firm. So we have that softness and depth in the left groin and that strength and power in the right leg. And now moving this left thigh back so it's perpendicular to the ground. And from here, extending, moving the calf to the heel, drawing the femurs in. Keep that right thigh rolling in so the kneecap is really facing the sky. And now pull with the hands to lift the sternum plate up. And keep that grip in the legs and that connection with the thigh coming into the hip sockets. And then bending the knee back to Ekapada Supta Pavanamuktasana. And releasing Supta Tadasana. Okay, rolling over to the right, we're coming to standing. Simplified Parivrtta Dandasana, using the wall on our front foot. So right leg forward and lifted like this. Left leg back. Don't go too wide on this one, not as wide as you would in a classical Parivrtta Dandasana. We're doing this to get lift here, the sternum plate lifting and opening in the armpit area and shoulders. So now walking the hands up, at some point the camera cuts off, I know. So I'm going to stay low so you can see. Turn the hips, fingertips to the wall, and then you're coming forward, the forehead to the wall. Now I'm going to have to move my hands higher so that the forehead can reach the wall. Keep stretching the arms dynamically. The upper outer arms moving towards the wall. The trapezius muscles going down the back. Push the hips back and grip the legs. Feel the center point of the forehead against the wall. The Ajna chakra. Keep climbing the hands higher, feeling the sternum plate lift. And then coming back out and changing sides. Right leg back and left leg forward. Not too wide. Turn the hips. Grip the legs. Fingertips up the wall. Inhale and exhale. Bring the forehead to the wall as we extend the arms higher and higher and higher. Make sure the hips are turning to really face the wall. Press into the outside edge of that back foot firmly. Keep walking the hands higher. Feel the length and freedom that are coming to the front body. And keep moving the trapezius muscles down the back. The upper outer arms moving towards the wall. Feeling the forehead, the Ajna chakra. Pushing the hips and buttocks back. And then coming back out. And releasing. Okay, lying back down with our strap. Second variation of our Supta Padangusthasana. From Supta Tadasana, adjusting the back body, relaxing the face, bending that right knee, and bringing it as close as we can. Now keeping the thigh as it is, so not moving it back to perpendicular, but keeping it nice and deep towards the chest. And now just extend the bottom half of the leg and move the calf towards the heel. Resist with the front thigh as we draw the leg closer, push the front thigh away from us. And now the elbows, broaden them and the chest becomes broad. More space in the sternum area. Keep that left leg rolling in the heel firm, breathing. And now remember the sensation of the Ajna chakra. Bringing in that sensitivity, and 3, and 2, and 1. Bending the knee again, Supta Pavanamuktasana, and releasing Supta Tadasana. Now the body, the hips may have moved a little bit, so make sure you're right in the middle of the mat again before coming to the other side. Left leg, Supta Pavanamuktasana. Roll that right thigh in, press the heel down, deepen this groin. Now keep this left thigh where it is, and dividing the leg in two, just extend the bottom half of the leg, moving the calf towards the heel as best as we can. Grip the legs, femurs firm. Now the elbows, broaden them, so there's space in the sternum, space in the ribs, space in the organs, and as we draw the left leg towards us, resist with the front of the thigh. And again, draw it closer, resist with the front of the thigh. And now remember the Ajna chakra, right in the center of the forehead. And 3, and 2, and 1. Bending the knee back to Supta Pavanamuktasana. And exhale, and releasing. Supta Tadasana. All right, rolling over now and coming back up, coming for some forward bends. So we're going to take 2 blankets and 2 blocks. We're going to be sitting on one blanket, and the other blanket is going to be for the leg of Janu, and I'm going to show you that leg here because when I turn you can't see it. So our left leg, the foot will be against the wall, and our right leg is bent like this, and the blanket will be supporting it. All right, and then we also need 2 blocks. And this is just really beautiful. And a strap. Okay, coming in. So left leg is straight, sitting on this blanket, widening the buttocks apart. And now pulling in the second blanket so that when we let our right leg come open, it feels the support on the outside edge of that leg. Adjusting until it feels right. The blocks are going to come in a second. Okay, the strap. The same loop or wider, depending on you. Place it on the arch of the foot. So I'm going to go a little bit wider so that when you hold it, you can really sit up. Okay, right hand is now holding the strap. We're going to exhale and turn and twist to the left, away from the bent leg. Finding the belly button as the center of our twistingness for the next 3 exhales. Walk that hand back. Now turn the head in the opposite direction. Lengthen the collarbones and continue to twist 3 exhales. And now turn the head in the direction of the twist. That's it, holding here. And 3, keep that left heel firm. And 2, and 1. Coming back to the middle. And releasing to change sides. So just taking your blanket, moving it to the left. Now the right foot is straight, the right leg is straight, and the left leg is in Janu Sirsasana leg. Make sure this foot is right in front of the hip. It often has a tendency to slide across a little bit sneakily. So lining our feet up with our hips. All right, strap on the arch of the foot. Cellular chest lifting, sternum plate bright and sparkling. Left hand holds the strap. Inhale and exhale. And finding our navels now. And for the next 3 exhalations, turning from the navel. And now turning the head to the front, away from the twistingness, and continue to turn and twist. And now turn the head with the twistingness, follow that, that's it, and 2, and 1. Coming back to the center, and exhale, releasing. Okay, moving the strap to the side now. We're going to be using our blocks, but let's flip our blankets first. Janu Sirsasana on the right hand side. So the left leg is straight, kneecap facing the sky, right leg bent. Taking our blocks, you can use like this or like that, okay? I would suggest starting off with the longer edge. Ardha and exhaling forward. Now the idea is to wall the blocks up the wall as high as we can. That's it, stretch the arms, lower the head. Keep rolling the bent leg back. The inner groin of that bent leg rolling back. The sternum lifting. The outer arms, the upper outer arms, cutting forward. Femurs coming into the hip sockets. And now adding in a little bit more of that twisting action that we explored in the last variation. Twisting away from the bent leg as we stretch the arms up higher. And then coming back up. And releasing. And blocks to the side. Alright, changing sides. Blanket. Right leg straight, heel down. Left leg supported, Janu Sirsasana. Taking the blocks and lifting to Ardha Uttanasana. Coming forward. Checking that the right heel is firm. Seeing if we can walk the blocks up higher. Keeping the inner left groin rolling back. Feeling the chest lift, the armpit open. Now add some of that twistingness from the belly button, twisting to the right. And extending the arms up higher. And higher. The upper outer arms moving forward. And 3, and 2, and 1. Coming back out. And moving the blocks to the side. Alright, Paschimottanasana. Same application, just one blanket needed. So straightening both of the legs. Widening our buttocks apart to help the inner groins of the legs move down towards the ground. But now feel the outside edge of the thighs also moving down. Otherwise you would end up knock-kneed, right? So you've got to look for that balance. Heels firm, fingertips behind, lift the sternum plate. Remember the Ajna chakra and relax the face completely. Now taking our blocks, Ardha Uttanasana, and exhaling forward. I actually prefer them like that. There we go. Going as high as we can. Pressing those front thighs down, but not overextending the back of the knee. You're gripping the muscles up so the femurs are coming into the hip sockets. So the thighs are moving back as the trunk comes forward. See if the hands, the blocks, can go up a little bit higher. Upper outer arms moving forward. Trapezius muscles going down the back. Now for the next few breaths, try to breathe from the Ajna chakra. Directly, inhaling and exhaling out from the Ajna chakra, the center of the forehead. As if you had a nose right there, nostrils, breathing from that. That's it. And 2. And 1. Coming back out. And releasing. Okay, we're now going to take that into Parivrtta Dandasana, using the wall this way, so I'm going to have to do a little plant moving and using our blanket to sit on. So we're ready for Parivrtta Dandasana. I've moved across off my mat because I only have so much room in this room. And if I go too much that way, you won't see me anymore. So Parivrtta Dandasana, the buttocks are wide, the inner groins of the thighs rolling down, but not so much that you get that knock-kneed effect. You need to find the outer edge of the thighs and equally cut down. Press the heels firmly, grip the legs. Taking hold of our blocks, placing them on the wall, moving them as high as possible, lining up the ears with our inner arms. Long, soft, smooth inhalations and exhalations. Traveling with the breath and adjusting. Reclaiming areas that need reclaiming. Gripping the areas that have become passive. Ungripping areas that shouldn't be gripped. The trapezius muscles, the face. Keep walking the hands higher and higher, feeling the lift of the sternum plate. And now, breathing through the third eye. Moving our attention and see how long we can feel that we're inhaling and exhaling from the Ajna chakra. Shoulder blades going down the back, armpit stretching. And coming back up. And releasing. Alright, same thing with Baddha Konasana, coming into the wall. Now, if the knees are really high, take a bolster or take high height. So I'll show with higher height, but bolsters are great too. Really adjusting for the needs of your hips. No point having the knees really high and gripping here and creating tension. Take more height underneath the buttocks to come into openness. Coming in as much as we can. Taking hold of our blocks. Are we ready? Lifting up as high as we can. Forehead to the wall. Ajna chakra. Keep trying to move the inner groins of the legs back, to press the feet together, and to extend the spine more and more, extending the arms, the upper outer arms moving forward, the shoulder blades moving down the back, the trapezius down the back. Lifting the center of the chest up. Extending, getting that inner organic lift to its maximum capabilities here, but soft and receiving in the face. And now ending with some cycles of breathing from the Ajna chakra directly as the center point. Receiving that. And then exhale. And bringing the blocks down. And releasing. Okay, turning around and coming back to our mats. Taking, if we were using a bolster, keep the bolster. If you're using 2 blankets, keep what you were sitting on basically. Arms distance away from the wall. And coming back to our friendly strap, smaller loop. This is going to go around our feet, ending with a nice little twist here. So it's reminding the outside edges of the feet to stay present and to come back towards the outer hips. So we're extending out through the inner leg, underneath the big ball of the foot, the inner heel, the inner ankle, and we're pulling back the outside edge of the foot, the outside edge of the leg to the hips. Check your distance, whoop, a little bit far away. So moving back. Widen the sit bones apart. Look for that balance in the legs. I'm just checking, yes. Okay, Urdhva. Exhaling to the right. Turn the head to the front. Now we're twisting to the right, so we want to extra absorb the left femur bone into the hip socket and press that left buttock down as we twist with the exhale from the belly button. 2 more. And now turn the head to the wall. See if you walk the hands back more. That's it. And 3, and 2, and 1. Coming back to the middle. Preparing for the left hand side. So we'll be twisting to the left. So we want to really watch the right femur bone as we come into the twist. Urdhva. Lift up. And exhale, turn and twist to the left. Make sure the outside edges of the feet are active. Draw the right femur bone into the hip socket. Turn the head to the front. Now the exhale and the belly button combining. Two more. Now turn the head to the back. See if you can go further now. And 3, and 2, twist, and 1. Coming back to the middle. Fingertips on the floor behind. Upper outer arms moving back. Chest lifting. Press those front thighs down. Pull the edges of the feet towards you and extend down the length of the inner leg. Again, press the front thighs down. Don't overextend the back of the knee. As you press the front thighs down, you also grip them upwards so the femur bone is sharp. Now press the sternum up to the sky. Visualize that they're really sparkling, bright and clean. Radiate with that. And then coming back up. And removing our strap. And it is now time to just take it down into a little supine restorative meditation. So we're going to take 2 blocks, a bolster and a blanket and meet back on the mat. A place to rest and to let everything that we have connected with today, consciously and unconsciously, settle, open, shine, and to let that intent really take hold in the soil. So we have a bolster, we have 2 blocks, we have a blanket, which is really just a blanket for comfort, and we have a strap. So we're sitting on the bolster, bringing our legs to Baddha Konasana. And if you need more support, like you could always put blankets underneath the outer thighs here. And then we're taking our strap, bringing our knees up and putting the strap around the legs and just making sure that the buckle is in front should you need to adjust it. And then the knees coming open again, and you'll see if it's not holding, you tighten up. If it's too tight, you loosen. You should feel support from the strap on the outside edge of the thighs. Okay, coming to lie down. The feet are staying on the blocks as we lie down. Moving our shoulders back so that as we rest, the sternum plate is broadly shining its light. So here you may feel that you need to tighten up a little bit, which is why the buckle is always good at the front. So tightening in as needed so that you're really feeling support. The buttocks are moving towards the heels. The arms can be extended diagonally away, or they can be like this if it doesn't create discomfort in the shoulders. And then making sure that we're lying right on the middle of the back of the skull. The eyelids closing now. And for the duration of our restorative section, we're going to be here for 3 minutes, just trying to breathe entirely from the third eye. Really igniting presence and awareness in that area. And when the breath wanders, when attention wanders, just bringing it back to the third eye and starting again, breathing from there. Nice and gentle. A new place from which to experience and receive existence. We're going to prepare to slide back. So first of all, just taking our hands to our outer legs and helping the legs to come up, the inner knees to come towards each other. And sliding back, we can just remove the strap. The hips and buttocks are coming on to the mat. And we're just crossing our ankles, Sukhasana, and placing those ankles on the bolster. Extending the arms out to the side. And with a soft, pacifying exhale, relax into the earth. And now keeping the eyes closed, so just listen, keeping the eyes closed, just lift your hands and rub your hands together. And now place each hand on each eye, the heel of the hand, the palm of the hand, and then the palms, the fingers meet over the third eye, the Ajna chakra. And with the hands gently cupping the eyes, allow the eyelids to open, to close, to open, to close. So that they open to that darkness inside the hands. And then gently we can remove the hands, keeping the eyes open as we remove the hands. And if we feel ready, rolling over to the side, coming up, and just taking a final seat on the bolster, and this time left ankle in front of the right, so changing from what we just did lying down. Making this shape with your hands and clapping this part of the bony hand together. And more. And more. That's it, feel the vibrancy it's bringing, and more, very activating. And then palms together. Coming back to our initial intent at the beginning of practice, just reconnecting with that, invoking all the powers that be to help us with the flourishing of that intent. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And then welcome back. Our practice is complete, and have a fantastic day. God bless us all. See you soon.